Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Fans Dugout. And things are getting pretty hot right now because it's just two games left, and we still have no idea about who will qualify apart from Mumbai for the playoffs. So there's a lot depending on today's match as well, and it's a do or die match for both the teams. Hopefully, they don't lose by a big margin. If they do, they might not have a chance of qualifying for the playoffs. So it's a very interesting match and a lot of stakes on this game. So let's start with the Delhi fan here in the house today. Hi, Sunny.
Hi,
Uh, uh,
Nathan.
talk through your thoughts. Like how you're feeling right now, and how big a game is this for Delhi Capitals today, and what are your thoughts on how Delhi will play today?
Yep, probably I'm thinking it's a big game for both the teams because even if they lose, they can't afford to lose it by a big margin, and that will take KKR through to the playoffs, and then one of these two teams will not make it to the playoffs, even after doing so well in the first half of the tournament. And it has come to the business end of the tournament, and still we don't know who's going to be the top four team apart from Mumbai. So expecting someone like Rishabh Pant to at least step up in this game only, because if you look at his last five innings, he scored 103 runs at an average of 20.6 with a strike rate of 85.12, which is completely unexpected from a player like Rishabh Pant, because he has been a consistent player for Delhi Capitals in the IPL. And also, DC's opening stands, last seven opening stands have actually scored 31 runs at an average of 4.71. So that's a big worry for them. And since the game is being played at Abu Dhabi, RCB last time they tried Siraj with the new ball, and he got through that KKR batting lineup. And I hope that doesn't happen today, because I'm still fearful of that kind of thing, because we are yet to win a game at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how today's game goes, and given the poor performances in the last few matches from both the teams, actually. So both the teams have had a consistent streak now, but it's a losing streak. So both the teams are in desperate need for a win right now, and it doesn't get any bigger than this. So let's move to the RCB fans now. Let's start with Sanjay. Sanjay, what are your thoughts on how big a game this is for RCB today, and what they should be doing today to win the game today?
Yeah, it's a very big game for RCB. Like as he told, it's a must-win match for both of them. But nothing, as I told in the starting, nothing can be predicted today because we don't know who might perform today. Because both the teams will have one intention in the mind: come to the ground, play well, win the match. No, nothing, no caring about run rate, no caring about the points. Just it's a win match for them. So as I told, Delhi is yet to win the match in Abu Dhabi, where RCB has even lost a match in Abu Dhabi and won two matches. So if there is a pretty good changes in the RCB team, we can look forward for a win. Like I told, Dubey coming in for Gurkirat and Umesh Yadav coming in for Siraj. And even Moin Ali can't be underestimated in Abu Dhabi. So if Moin Ali comes in, Udana might sit because Morris can't be seated. So
Yeah.
if pretty good changes happens in the team, there's quite a lot chances of winning.
Yeah. Moving to you, Arun. Do you think RCB might involve Aaron Finch today? And also, do you think RCB are really in need of the services of Gurkeerat? What are your thoughts on that?
Mm, I don't think they'll get in Finch today. I think Josh Philippe is in a very good form in the past two matches, irrespective of whether we lost or won. He seems to have a good bat. With respect to Gurkirat, I have no clue why he's still sitting in the team. He should have been sitting out long back, and yeah, Dubai should have been coming in. I'm not sure what the plan is. They're thinking too ahead for the Australian series and missing out on the IPL because of this guy. I mean, he doesn't bowl, and he bats like he's batting for a test match. We don't see any intent in him, playing a T20 match in the first place. So I would definitely want Gurkirat to sit down. And
Yeah.
yeah, because it's Abu Dhabi, I think Udana and Siraj should play. Both of them are swing bowlers, and one being a right hand and another being a left hand. I think it'll be a a good catch to have them in the team
Yep.
today. But yep, I would want Gurkirat to sit and maybe get in another bowler, because Gurkirat anyways doesn't bat. He's not bowling either, so as well might as well get another bowler into the team.
Yep. And moving to you, Rachna, one big concern for RCB is the captain himself. Like, he's had a very poor season so far, and he hasn't been performing apart from one or two matches here and there. Like, his form has been inconsistent so far, and he's not been the captain we know, and he's not been that run machine that we all know him for. Do you think this is the last time, or this is the time that he actually needs to step up? And do you think this is the game he can actually prove why he's one of the best in the world cricket? What are your thoughts on how Virat Kohli might play today, and what role he might have today for RCB?
See, it's a do or die match. So definitely, as a captain, he has to step up because it's very high time right now. And I told it in the last dugout also. This team is unpredictable. It's if you go to see about the team selection also, it has been quite poor. I mean, I really don't know why Gurkirat is still playing for the team. It's been, I think we have given him too many chances. He hasn't been proving any worth over there. Uh, and regarding Philip, I think Josh is doing a good job for the opening, and if they are not utilizing all rounders, even though if they replace Gurkirat with Shivam Dubey, they haven't been giving him a bowling for the past matches. So the all rounders are not utilized in a good way. So I don't know. It's a do or die match. So definitely they have to win this.
Okay. Going to you, Sunny. Are you expecting any changes from your Delhi team today? Do you think they'll make any changes for the lineup today, or do you think they go out the same way that they went out in the last match?
I think as far as I'm seeing the team composition, it's a headache to choose that, whom should be playing at and who should be left out, because Lami Chane hasn't played a game in this year's IPL, but I think against RCB, he could turn out to be a trump card for Delhi Capitals, because he has got Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers in trouble I think in last 2 years, and also looking forward to get someone like Daniel Samson also. So the thing is, you can't, sit out Rabada or Nokia, because both have been good in the IPL. Apart from two matches, I think, both have been doing their job pretty well. So I would definitely love to see Daniel Sams making it into the 11 in place of Shimron Hetmeyer. Because he brings in that left arm angle, and we have seen Virat Kohli struggling against left arm pacers, and especially the quality pacers, and he's a terrific bowler. He's done well in Big Bash with the new ball, and he's a pretty good death bowler also. And I think that's one change which I wanted to see. And another change would be, bring in Ajinkya Rahane in place of maybe Harshal Patel, so that that would compensate a batting also. Prithvi Shaw and Dhawan could open. Rahane can come in at number 3, play the anchor role, and provide the platform for the upcoming batsmen like Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant, who actually are a good hitter of a ball. So I think that's the two changes I would like to see. But as Rachna said, कि RCB is unpredictable. I would say our captain is unpredictable in picking the 11.
So also another question for you, Sunny. What do you think your team should do if they win the toss today? Do you think they should bowl first, or do you think they should bat first?
I personally feel they should chase today. I know they haven't won any game while chasing in this tournament, and especially at Abu Dhabi, they lost 2 matches while chasing. But I still feel, they should chase because it's an important game. I know people would be preferring to bat first in such pressure situation, but it's about the playoffs, because you never know what if you make it to the final and then you have to chase a target there. Then I think this is the best game for Delhi Capitals to, even if they lose the toss, they should be batting second and chasing whatever target RCB sets for them. and also it will be good for players like Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer to showcase what they are capable of in this crunch situation.
Yep. And going to the RCB fans, I remember talking about the decision of toss and RCB choosing to chase the game rather than batting first. And I was afraid that RCB might, lose the game if they would bat first and not chase. But that's how it happened. And let's have another go at it today, and let's see what you fans have. I mean, what do you guys think about what your team should do today? Let's start with Arun. Arun, what are your thoughts on what your team should do if they win the toss today?
To be honest, today I think they batting first or batting second doesn't matter. We
They
would
have to
want to
first
eye
win the
the
match.
second. Yeah, we just want to eye the second spot in the playoffs. If you're batting second and you're still losing by 23 runs or so, we're still through. And if SRH wins, it doesn't matter for us. We want a win, even if Delhi bats first, and then I think the equation was that if there is a 1.125 net run rate, that Delhi plays better than us, only then RCB has a chance of going out of the top four. So again, the way we are playing, we bat first, we score 120 last match.
Yeah.
And we also chase, so it's kind of a little confusing, as all of us have been discussing today's match. We really not I'm not sure whether we bat first or bat second. End of the day, we just want to win, and even if we lose, it's still all right, but then we want that losing margin to be less than 23 runs. So we're still into the playoffs. I think that's my take.
Yep. And moving to you, Sanjay, what are your thoughts on what your team should do if they win the toss today?
Yeah, as he told, there is no difference if we chase or if we bat first, because Abu Dhabi we have both, like batting first also, we have put on a good target, and chasing also we have done well. So as he told, winning is the only thing for us. Chasing or setting target is not a big thing. No, so it depends on the pitch condition. So I think if Virat Kohli wins toss, after calculating all this, chasing would be the better option.
Yeah. And
There's due factor as well today.
Yeah, I think the due factor also has a role to play, and I think it will play it'll prove to be an important factor in today's match as well. But moving to you, Rachna, what are your thoughts on what your team should do if they win the toss today?
It really doesn't matter today, Nitin. All I want is RCB to win today. That's the only thing I can tell, because you have a good team. You can defend well, you can chase well. It's actually that kind of team. But thing is, certain players are not getting the right spot in the team to prove their worth. So if that is sorted out, really doesn't matter if we are chasing or defending.
But I guess it's the same scenario again today, and I guess it all boils down again to the same two factors. It's the RCB batting that will decide the match today for RCB, and the Delhi Capitals bowling that can decide the game for them today, because I guess Delhi has a stronger bowling lineup when compared to RCB. They have the likes of Rabada and Nokia as well. So it'll be interesting to watch how both the teams go at each other, and I guess if the batsmen of RCB don't step up today, I mean, DDP has been amazing so far, but he needs that lack of support from his captain. Like, I guess this is the right time for Virat Kohli to actually put in that captain performance and take his team all the way through. But moving to you, Sunny, who can prove to be a key player for your team today, and who has a very important role to play if your team has to win today?
It's definitely going to be either Rabada or if Daniel Sams make it to the 11, because as I mentioned that Virat Kohli has struggled against a left arm pacer, and the way he got out to Cottrell reminded me of him getting out in that semi-final against Australia. He got out in the similar fashion to what he got out in that match. And I still feel that Daniel Sams would be a key factor along with Rabada, because Rabada hasn't been amongst the wicket in the last 3 matches, so he would be looking hungry to get those wickets. And last time Delhi played RCB, Rabada took 4 wickets, and I still feel they should somehow manage to get in Akshay Patel in, because he has been a dark horse for Delhi Capitals throughout the season, and they made a huge mistake by sitting him out against MI, and that proved to be very costly to us. So I feel that Akshay Patel in place of Praveen Dubey, and Ajinkya Rahane in place of Harshal Patel, and as I mentioned, Daniel Sams in place of Hitmaya would be the changes. And definitely, I also expect our captain to step up today and take the lead from the front.
Yep. And I also remember talking about Virat Kohli facing Sandeep Sharma, and we did talk that he might be the one who might get Virat Kohli's wicket in the last match, and that's exactly how it happened. So it'll be interesting to see how Rabada goes against the RCB batsman today, given he did manage to take 4 wickets in the previous outing. So it's definitely an interesting matchup. But let's ask the RCB fans who might be their key player for today's match, and who has that key role to play if they have to make sure that their team goes all the way through in today's match. Let's start with Rachna. What are your thoughts on who might be the key player for your team today?
Virat has to prove it today. It's totally on him how he's going to prove it. And if I go to speak about bowling, I think Morris also should do a good job today. I really can't pick anyone as specific, because all are good in their own way. But somewhere I feel Virat has to prove it today.
Yeah.
Because as a captain, it's high time for him to prove his worth today.
And moving to you, Aruna, what are your thoughts on who might be that key player for your team today?
I think, I would reiterate what Rachna said, but then I think his performance in terms of the matches, even if he doesn't perform well with the bat, I think the way he chooses his players to come in line through the batting order is very important. I think he needs to take the right decisions of sending who in what order. For example, ABD we saw in the previous matches. I mean, coming the fifth down is at the wrong time. ABD doesn't need time to kickstart his attack. At the same time, Virat Kohli needs time to he eats up some balls and then he starts pacing his innings. ABD is not that way. He kickstarts his innings immediately. Even if the players are playing, but then I think the order of the way that he needs to send his batsmen are going to be very crucial in today's match, irrespective of whether Kohli is going to hit good runs or not. I think the way he's going to place his batsmen coming in at the right order, if the wickets fall, is what is absolutely going to matter today. If it's going to be a win or a loss situation. In terms of batting, of course, we know how strong our batting lineup is. And seeing that Josh is also clicking now, we don't have to worry about our batting per se, but the order in which our batsmen are going to come, which Virat Kohli again is taking a decision on it, is very important. In terms of the bowlers, I think if Siraj plays, I think Udana and I would want Dubey to play today. Gurkirat sit down, and I think in terms of the bowlers, I think Morris, of course, is the backbone of the bowling attack now. But I'm expecting something from Siraj and Udana in terms of some swing bowling attack.
Another interesting fact is, of course, you'd prefer Shivam Dubey over Gurkeerat any day, but given how Shivam Dubey has been performing as well, like even he has played just cameos in whatever options he's got, like whatever chances and whatever outings he's got. We all know he's capable of hitting those big shots and making a difference, but on the record or on the paper, he hasn't actually contributed that much apart from 1 or 2 games for RCB as well. So probably that might be a factor why the selection board or the captain might have chosen Gurkeerat over Shivam Dubey. But
I think even if you're talking of that cameo, even if it's going to be that 1 over, what was Gurkeerat doing last match? I mean, he scored 4 out of 12 balls.
Yeah.
you are not even seeing the intent of this guy hitting a 4 or a 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all, I think we all play cricket here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're scoring runs or not, but then you need to have that intent of at least hitting or playing your shots.
Yeah.
This guy didn't even have that intent of playing a single shot. He's very happy, throwing around singles when the score is not there.
Yeah.
Dubey, on the other hand, at least is giving an attempt, even though he's playing a cameo, whether it's a 2 ball or a 4 balls, he at least gives that attempt to hit a 6 and he gets out. Is still all right. I think as an audience, as a spectator, you can still excuse it, and I think Virat Kohli might also excuse it.
Yeah.
But Gurkirat is not even showing that intent of. I think he's happy with the money that he's already got from the franchise, and he's busy playing a test match, and he's happy that he's already got into the Australian side, I guess. But it's high time that he sits today and Dubey comes in to make a mark, even if it's going to be a cameo of an over that he wants to play. We have another advantage with Dubey of bowling as well, which has
Bowling.
not been
Yeah.
utilized until now.
That's what I was telling. The players, all rounders, are not being utilized. Initially Dubey was given bowling only in the first 2 matches, I guess, where he has actually performed well with the ball uh, comparatively. Like, he hasn't given much runs. He was better, but then you all of a sudden you stop giving him bowling also, and then you bench him for the rest of the matches. It doesn't make any sense. And in between, you bought in Shabazz for a match where he actually performed well, and immediately in the next match you bench him again. You're not giving more chance to players who are actually performing. So I don't know what captain is up to.
I think he's taking Dhoni's route of preparing the players for the future matches. The Australian series is what these guys are eyeing, I think, and they're giving them multiple chances to just play and lose out on the present.
Yeah, but then winning trophy is very important for RCB.
Absolutely.
We all know the hunger that the RCB fans
The
have for the trophy.
pain.
So, moving to you, Sanjay, who do you think has a vital role to play for your team today?
Yeah, I would go with Philippi and Chahal, because Philippi has been performing well. Like, yeah, as you see, as you saw in the last match, he was a top scorer for RCB, 39 runs. Like, the shots he played, the gaps, the placement, the timing, and they compare his stance with Smith's stance. So there is no difference. Like, he's a star player. We have seen him play in Big Bash. So I would go for Philippi today. In bowling, as usual, Chahal, and I would like to see Udana, as Arun told. I would like to see Udana play today, because last match against MI they had benched Udana, where he had numerous variations. He can bowl slow balls, he can bowl swings, so that was the advantage. So if they seeing to play Udana would be very good for the fans today, because they need those pace variations in that pitch.
Yeah. So, going to Sunny for one last question. Sunny, by the end of the day, what are your predictions on who might make it to the top four and who might make it to the playoffs for this season?
See, my heart says it should be Delhi and RCB, but looking at current situation, I think it's going to be DC and SRH with I have to recall this. I think I hope that both DC RCB makes it to the playoffs with SRH. I don't want to see KKR in the playoffs.
Yeah, right. I don't want them to.
Everyone tells that.
So my top four would be Mumbai, DC, RCB, and Mumbai, DC, SRH, and RCB.
But I still feel RCB and DC finals might happen, because
it might happen because one of them would be playing the qualifier one and other one would be playing eliminator.
Right, and I really don't want SRH again, because they always knock out RCB at the end games. I really don't feel that SRH should come in, but then I still want RCB versus DC finals.
Yep. So
fingers crossed for that.
Who would be a fourth team, Rachna? Who would you want, KKR or SRH, to come through for the top four?
Well, I don't know, but not KKR again. I would still prefer SRH, but they should get eliminated. after
Given
that.
how
Let them
RCB
beat.
performed against KKR in the last match, I guess you should be happy with KKR coming into the top four.
You never know what might happen there because right now top four are really unpredictable,
Yep.
just like RCB's team performance.
Or probably that might be a one-time show put up by Siraj, which got you the win. So yeah, you can still not write off
That's what I
KKR.
told you. It's all unpredictable. So let's not predict anything right now. Let's go with the flow and see who's gonna make it to the top four.
Yep. And moving to you, Arun, what are your thoughts on who can make it to the playoffs this season?
I think MI, RCB, DC, and maybe SRH. I think, like I've been saying before, I think I'm fed up of MI and KKR being in the top
Right.
four all these days. But unfortunately, we see Mumbai again into the top four because of certain goof ups that have happened in the previous matches. But yeah, I think SRH needs to come in. And I think if we get through this somewhere, if we get through SRH, it's going to be a psychological advantage for us, seeing that David Warner is captaining the team. For the Australian series, we might have a psychological advantage as well for Kohli to, use the banter against him in Australia. So I want SRH to be there to give that competition in the playoffs, and yet we defeat them and then we go through to the finals. But yeah, DC and RCB should come into the finals. I'm honestly bored of
Because
seeing Mumbai Indians in the finals all the time.
they deserve
So
it.
DC and
RCB and
RCB, yeah,
DC, they really deserve it because
yeah, DC has been
M
playing fantastic this time.
and somewhere I want RCB versus MI as a qualifier one, and then no,
We kicked them
RCB
out.
should win that match and kick the MI out and directly
Yeah.
enter finals.
I think Kohli will be waiting to give a reply back to
Surya
Sky,
Kumar Yadav.
Mr. Sky. Yeah.
And finally, moving to you, Sanjay, what are your thoughts on who might make it to the top four this season?
Same as Arun told, it's MI, RCB, DC, and SRH. SRH should be like a competitor for RCB. Then only, as he mentioned clearly, taking all the Australia to think, yeah, SRH only should get through.
Yep. So
No
hopefully,
one wants KKR in the top four.
No one wants
Hope we
KKR.
don't have KKR fans here.
no, we don't have any KKR
It's
fans.
okay. It's okay even if they watch this. I would still do not want KKR entering top four.
Well, it all boils down to these two matches. It's the one today and the one tomorrow. So hopefully, the winners are as you expect to be, and hopefully, your team gets to qualify for the playoffs. But
And I just hope that we get to see another two close encounters.
yep, definitely. Hopefully, they don't go as one-sided as the previous few matches have been. So hopefully, we get to witness another a very close encounter and probably an entertaining match. And yep, the
The
season has
pre-
been amazing so far, and it's been thrilling so far. So hopefully, that thrill continues
the
on till the end.
the
Watch
previous
out for
match day
ABD and
was
Nokia today.
really not acceptable. 120 was not acceptable after having such a good batting lineup.
Yeah.
None of them performed, and I have no words for Gurkirat. Oh, that person is amazing. Wow.
I guess he is the Kedar Jadhav for your team.
Oh,
Right.
at least Kedar has to play
Definitely.
sometime. Kedar has to play sometime, at least in a year. Gurkirat, where he'll not play. Actually, to say we could have set a target above 150. Gurkirat wasting balls, which took us time.
I think if Udana had come in place of Gurkirat, he would have still hit at least 2 or 3 sixes and come out. Udana should
In
have come
place of Gurkirat, Morris could have been promoted. The case would have been different.
Exactly.
Right.
The order of
And
the
that
batting lineup
Gurkirat,
was screwed up.
he has played 24 balls and did nothing.
So it's definitely interesting, and it gets exciting by the second. So let's see who wins today's match, and hopefully they win it in a close margin, so that they still keep the hopes of other teams alive. So let's see.
I have a strong feeling ABD will see a good show from ABD today. I think he's really pumped up.
Right. I was just about to tell this. He's gonna.
Hopefully your
see the
predictions
show
come true,
tonight.
Arun. So we'll definitely have a good chat about it in the next next dugout we'll have. So thank you so much for joining in today, guys. Hope that we get to witness an exciting match today, and may the best team win. So enjoy the show today, and let's see you guys in the next one. So thank you so much for joining in today. I'll see you guys
Take care,
next time.
guys. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
bye.